Now look, today we've got some wild updates from the YNW Melly case. But this time, the spotlight isn't on Melly. It's on his right-hand man, YNW Bortlen. Reports are coming out that Bortlen has been offered a shocking plea deal. And depending on how this plays out, this can change the entire direction of this case. So y'all sit back and relax and stay into the end of this episode because we about to break down what this deal means, how it impacts Melly, and why fans are split down the middle about it. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode 138. So let's rewind a little bit for those who may not know the full story. Back in 2018, two members of the YNW crew, Juvie and Sack Chaser, were unalive. And prosecutors alleged that Melly and Bortlen staged a drive-by shooting to cover up their unalivings. Now, Melly has been the face of this case since the beginning, but Bortlen, whose real name is Cortland Henry, has been standing trial right alongside him. While Melly court battles have been dragged out with mistrials and retrials, YNW Bortlen has been, facing the same mountain of evidence and pressure. And now, prosecutors are offering him what some people are calling a get out of jail free card. But is it really that simple? Now, here's what's being reported. Prosecutors have allegedly offered Bortlen a plea deal that can significantly reduce his prison time if he agrees to cooperate or plead guilty to lesser charges.
Man, so YNW Melly co-defendant Bort was just offered a 16-year plea deal. They say he got until tomorrow to decide if he gonna take that. Currently facing 5 life sentences, plus 75 years if he convicted. Man, I ain't gonna lie, this about to be a hard-ass decision to make. A lot of people saying just go all the way. But that shit ain't easy when you looking at all that time. 16 years is long too, but that's better than life. The only thing bad about Bort is I think he been out on bail the whole time. So he really ain't got no time served. If he was in the same time Melly been in, he would have had to do like 10 years. Probably less than that on good time. He fuck around had to do his whole 16-year bid because he ain't been in jail at all. It's a gamble though. If you really think you gonna beat that, like you 99% sure, take it to trial. But if you even think you got a 20% chance of losing it, bro, take that plea deal. These people here saying take it to trial ain't gonna be here for you when you go to prison. It's gonna be all type of comments saying you should have took the plea deal. I guarantee if they offered Melly this, he probably would have took it. Melly would have been out in like 8 years. Facts.
Now, plea deals aren't unusual in cases like this. Prosecutors often use them to secure testimony against co-defendants. And let's be real, YNW Bortlen is in a tough spot. Because if the full weight of these charges stick, he could be looking at life in prison. But with this plea deal, he can be looking at less time. A lot of less time.
Which is case number 23-10643 CF10A. You're charged as follows. Count 1 is tampering with a witness in a capital felony. That is punishable by life in Florida State Prison. All right? As the maximum penalty. Count 2 is directing the activities of a criminal gang. That's a first-degree felony punishable by life. So the maximum penalty there is also life in Florida State Prison. Count 5 is conspiracy to commit tampering. And again, as it's charged, that is also a life felony. The maximum penalty is life in Florida State Prison. And lastly, count 7 is unlawful use of the two-way communication device. As that's charged, it's a second-degree felony. The maximum penalty is 15 years in Florida State Prison. So right now, as to all the charges that you're facing, the maximum possible penalties are as follows. It's life in Florida State Prison, followed by 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 75 years in Florida State Prison. Do you understand the charges and the maximum possible penalties involved? Okay. So, Mr. Henry, the state is telling me that they're extending an offer to you, and the offer is as follows. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, they're going to null process or drop counts 1 and 2, both first-degree murder charges. Okay. And in exchange for that, As to counts 3 and 4, in that case, the accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree, you're going to plead no contest to both of those. And as to the 4 counts in case number 2310643 CF10A, you're going to plead no contest to all 4 of those counts. And in exchange for all of that, the state is offering that I would adjudicate you guilty and sentence you to the bottom of your sentencing guidelines, which is 195.45 months, about 16, it's a shade over 16 years and 3 months.
And the shocking part isn't just the deal, it's the timing. With Melly's trial being one of the most high-profile cases in hip-hop history, offering YNW Bortlen the way out feels like a major play for the prosecution. The big question is, what does this mean for YNW Melly? Because if Bortlen takes the plea and decides to testify, it could be devastating for Melly's defense. And remember, YNW Bortlen was there the night everything happened. So his testimony could fill in all the blanks that the prosecution hasn't been able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, on the other hand, if he refuses the deal, it can show loyalty. But it also means risking spending the rest of your life behind bars. And that's a heavy choice for anyone. And that's why this news has people on social media debating nonstop. Some people see YNW Bortlen as somebody who's been quiet for too long, and they believe that he'll flip on Melly to save himself. And others say that he ain't gonna tell, that YNW brotherhood runs too deep. You feel what I'm saying? No matter what deal is on the table. And at the end of the day, this isn't just about Bortlen. It's about what happens when loyalty, justice, and freedom collides. Now, I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Do y'all think YNW Bortlen is about to flip? Or do you think he'll ride it out with Melly no matter the consequences? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up and also subscribe and hit that bell notification for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.